So this is my Ravenforge Birka Seax, and as soon as I saw it on their website I thought, yep, I'm having one of those. About £70. It is based upon Seaxes found in graves in Birka in Sweden, which I think were about 10th century. So nice proper Viking stuff. The standout feature for me is that ladder pattern Damascus. That is just absolutely gorgeous. Lovely bit of bone for the handle. Bit of hardwood, don't exactly know what it is. That could do with a bit of a polish, I think. And this pretty magnificent sheath with lots of T's on it, which I quite liked. Some of them, some of these sheaths, the sort of replicas based upon these Birka Seaxes, have different sort of lettering. I guess there must have been a variety of them, I would hope. There are quite a lot of different versions of Birka Seaxes available. This is the one that first one I've ever seen, and it's just caught my eye, and I thought that is absolutely gorgeous. What does differentiate the Birka Seaxes apparently is this sort of intricate brass work around the sheath. The usual Seax hangers, designed to be worn sort of that way. Retention isn't brilliant if you try shaking it. What I think it would benefit from a lot is damping that shield, wrapping the knife in cling film, putting it between two bags of rice or something, and that would really press down and really hold that. Now it's obvious that to a degree Ravenforge have had to cut corners. I mean, you could argue 70 quid is a fair amount to spend on a knife anyway. Some of these edges are pretty rough. There's one here, this side, that is really quite coarse. The Damascus, beautiful though it is, I think could be a bit more defined. That might be a bit more in the process of dunking it in some ferric chloride for a bit, which I have got, but it's 2 years old, so I think it might be a bit out of date. Bit of a gap there. That is flawless. The wood, don't know what it is. Ravenforge don't say, very much as they don't say what the steel is. I guess it's probably 420. I think for £70 you're not going to get a dramatically good steel, particularly when it's obviously a mixture of steels like that. But I mean, honestly, look at that. That really is. It's just absolutely beautiful. My missus said, "God, that's really nice," and she just moaned about me buying another knife when it turned up yesterday. Overall, very, very nice. This is a feature of all these sort of Birka style Seaxes. It just flaps about and is a bit annoying. I guess if you could, well, if you thought about it, you could actually use that to wrap your fingers in so it wouldn't then run over, which is the disadvantage of all these sort of styles without a cross guard. In fact, you risk cutting your finger off. Now, I would say go and buy one of these. At the moment they're actually sold out. Within, I think, a few days of going on sale on their website, they'd sold out. They do another much more traditional style Seax, the much more sort of broke back style Seax, but I wanted one of these because, well, look at it, I mean, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Whether I'm ever going to use it as a functioning knife, I doubt very much. I've got enough of those without, I mean, look at this, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? Lovely bit of bone there. Nice, really nice pattern on that. You can really feel those circles in there. It does help you grip a little bit. I guess if you're after a reenactor, after something you can use, one of these would be good. It doesn't come particularly sharp. That's another sort of perhaps cost-cutting issue with it. Having said that, most of these replicas are in the hundreds of pounds. So, you know, if you're prepared to do a little bit of work like sharpening, I'm going to get some true oil on there and possibly dip that just to bring that, have I mentioned, beautiful Damascus pattern out just a little bit further. It actually, for some weird reason that I don't understand, it actually looks better through a camera lens than it does in the flesh. But all in all, for £70, and free postage, because Ravenforge now do free postage throughout the country, it is absolutely beautiful knife. I'm really pleased to have one of these. I would think about getting the other traditional style Seax, but I've got enough Seaxes, and I wanted one that was just slightly different. I'm at the middle of trying to build one, slightly hamstrung by the weather being terrible or being at work, which is going to be much more this style. So watch this space, that'll be coming out. It's going to be a slightly different style Seax as well. All I would say is if they do get these back in stock, buy one. It's lovely.